Hi guys, I am Rijo Joseph and welcome to today's video. Are you about to apply for a home loan or a mortgage? Then please keep your CIBIL score intact and ready. Have you heard these statements quite often? Yes. So today we are going to talk about what is CIBIL score and everything that you need to know and do about keeping your CIBIL score good. So let's begin. Your CIBIL report is more than just a document in your loan approval process. The summary of this report or the 3-digit number can be a passport to getting a loan smoothly, or it can even turn out to be a blockage in the aspirations of getting a loan. So it is very important to know the different wires that connect together and improve your CIBIL score, because that is what the lenders will look into. Your CIBIL score falling in red zone indicates that you are a high risk borrower, or falling in yellow means that it is still a risk to lend you money. And if your CIBIL score falls in the green zone, that means it is safe to lend you money. So my dear friends, here's a breakdown of how your credit score or how your CIBIL score works. Now let's talk about the components of your CIBIL score. The CIBIL score ranges from 300 to 900. The moment you avail any credit or any loan from any bank or lending institution, you start leaving the footprints of your credit behavior. That means you activate your credit history. And this credit history is what lenders or the banks look into when giving you another loan or the next loan. Weightage is given to different aspects of your credit behavior, and when financial institutions or the banks or the lending institutions look into giving you a loan, there are some factors which come into play in your CIBIL score. The CIBIL score is generally calculated on these 4 factors. The first factor is repayment history. Well, the largest component of your CIBIL score is the repayment history. If you have never defaulted any credit card payment or any loan, then you have scored well in this factor or this component. And it is about 30% of your CIBIL score. So it improves the chances of getting a loan if your repayment history is good. The second factor which comes into play is type of loan. Well, it is a ratio of secured loan to unsecured loan. If you have taken up secured loans like home loans, vehicle loan or education loan, then your chances of getting another loan is quite high because it improves your credit score or your CIBIL score. But on the contrary, if you have taken unsecured loans like personal loans or credit card loans, then your chances of getting another loan is very weak. That's because it affects your CIBIL score in a very bad way. In weightage, type of loan takes about 25% of your CIBIL score. The third factor is credit exposure. Another 25% weightage of your CIBIL score is given to credit exposure. This simply means the amount of credit which has been given to you. Too much of credit exposure in a very short time or too many loans taken in a very short time may mean that you are living beyond your income. And that may affect your credit history or your CIBIL scores in a very poor manner. At number 4 are the other factors. The remaining 20% of your CIBIL score is taken up by smaller but important factors, such as credit utilization, length of credit history, and your repayment methods. So dear friends, this is how your CIBIL score is calculated. Now comes the question that what is the use of your CIBIL score to the banks and lending institutions? The answer is that your CIBIL score is used to filter out unworthy credit applicants from the worthy credit applicants. If your CIBIL score is 750 to 900, you are considered a better person eligible for loan. The lending practices in most of the developed countries are such that if you have a good CIBIL score, then that CIBIL score can be taken into account to give you loan at a better rate of interest. But that's not the case in India, because RBI does not allow any deviation from the rate of interest based on your CIBIL score. So in India, your CIBIL score gives you the worthiness to apply for a loan and makes it easy to get your loan. However, it is very important to remember one thing, that your CIBIL score today will not be same as yesterday. And your CIBIL score tomorrow will not be same as today because it is highly dynamic and it keeps on changing based on your corrective measures. So now we are going to discuss what are the corrective measures that should be taken to get your CIBIL scores better. One of the most fundamental steps is to check whether your credit report or your CIBIL report is accurate or not. You should even know how to correct your CIBIL report. And that can be done when you scan your report and go through it minutely. You should look for errors in your line of credit, if any. It could be that a certain transaction is recorded erroneously, or a loan may be taken which is in your name but you have not taken it. Errors in identity switching are not new, so you have to be very careful about it. Next in line is to check whether you have your current score with you or not. Because as I said, CIBIL scores are very dynamic and it keeps on changing on everyday basis. It may sometimes happen that your last EMI or your repayment is not reflecting in your statement, and that may affect your CIBIL scores. Most of your transactions are updated monthly on your CIBIL report. So make sure that your CIBIL report or your CIBIL score is updated. Dear friends, when you approach a certain bank or a lending institution for any kind of loan, your CIBIL report or your CIBIL score is an important factor to make you look as a person who is very serious about repaying the loans. Just as your current income is a one part of your image while applying for a loan, the other part of your image is your credit repayment history. That is your CIBIL scores. So my advice to you would be, if you are planning to go for a home loan which will take another 25 years to repay, please stay on the green side. Please stay alert to pay back your EMIs on time. Please don't skip any of the EMI knowingly or unknowingly, because that may result in spoiling your CIBIL score permanently. That's the end of the video, guys. If you are really enjoying the content that we are posting, please hit the like button. And do subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. Bye for now.